Hello, welcome to part 8 of Deus Ex. First playthrough for me. Nix242 here, and we're continuing with our adventures in New York City. We need to find the smuggler. Hopefully I can find him. I don't know where he is, and the only person who had the password that knew where he was fled town. It was the daughter of the guy who ran the hotel in town, so I might be soft locked. I don't know for sure. There has to be some other way to get into them. Actually, I know of a way, possibly, but I don't remember where exactly it is. So I might be here a little bit trying to figure this out. If anything, I would have to look up the password, but I'm trying not to. So NYC, baby. There you go, DRS. Yep, NYC. Although I don't no longer live there now, but I am originally from there. Yeah, I've been Viva soft lock. There you go. It happens. Been a little under the weather this past weekend. I'm feeling better today. Just very, very tired still. Slept for like 2 hours this afternoon. I actually took the day off from work just because I was feeling crappy. But I'm okay to stream, I think, as long as I don't fall asleep on stream. It has happened before to other people, but not to me yet. I think I should be okay. Start this game up. Midday naps are great. Yes, they are. I must have really needed it because I actually started feeling better after I took it. Storm. All right, so let's load this up. Find out where the smuggler is. We're now at the point where we're just going to kill everybody who comes in our path. No mercy. I say that because we have this beautiful sword that we can kill people with. I also say that because there's too many troops around. I think where we need to go is right outside here. Go into that, right past that subway station. See where that wall is on the left side? I think that's where the smuggler's at. See if we can get there quietly and peacefully. Of course. NPC shows up. Let's wait for the cop to leave. How are you doing, DRS? Hope all is well. Keep walking. It's an NPC. There's a robot here too. We don't want to mess with him. Okay, so I think the smuggler's here. Possibly. No, he's not. He's where? I thought he was here. Okay. They did say something about basketball courts. Is this where the basketball courts are? I remember seeing like a little bit of an alleyway that had a basketball in it. No, not so sure though. Also, my head hurts. As you can see, it's red on the screen, so I've gotten lots of damage to my head in this game. JC Denton has. Oh, you know what? It's probably there. That's probably the door to get in. This is a friend, not a foe, coming at us. If we can't get in this way, then we need to find container trucks that have like a back way in here. I'm still not gonna let me in here. Okay. Well, that's the door we tried earlier, actually. Got turned around. What's down here? I haven't been down here yet. I love this game. It's good so far. It is truly a classic. There's a container. Can we get into the container? Unlocked. Danger, keep out. Okay, so we didn't get soft locked. This has to be the alternate way to him. Yep. Right. Wait, what?
I'm showing net activity on several of the smuggler's avatars. He must be at home.
He's at home. This has to be his home, right? Save this. Smuggler's Lair. Okay. This is another part of the game. Drink some soda. Maybe that'll heal our head. So, skills-wise, I need to upgrade medicine. I should probably do that now. Just so that we have it. And then lockpicking is the next thing I think I upgrade. Hope I'm smart and not going through the entire game without any heavy weapons or swimming. I think heavy weapons would be more important than swimming, but heal ourselves. There you go. That made a difference. It helped. Oh, there goes a lockpick. I don't think this guy's gonna be happy to see me. He might not. We came in through the back door. We gotta find him. A lot of security here, as you can see. Why did I give you the lockpick, I think? An elevator? Okay. I got too close to the barrel on fire? Come on. Wasn't even near it. This will get us down the hall, I think. I have one tool. Why aren't our darts in our quick select? Probably keep the sniper rifle there too. Okay, we've bypassed that. Fire extinguisher, nothing I need here, right? Another multi-tool. There you go. Replace the one we just had. We'll take some more armor. Armor's come in useful. Bypassed. Is the light switch? I'm walking around in the dark, refusing to turn on my flashlight. There you go. This got shut off.
MJ-12 troops. They must have your location. Better get what you need from Smuggler pronto and meet me on the roof of the hotel.
We're gonna have to fight our way out of here, aren't we? The smuggler? No.
Who the hell are you?
You the smuggler? I need help.
Help? I'm not in the business of helping people. You need something, speak up. I'll tell you what it costs.
I've uncovered the truth about the Grey Death. It's a man-made virus and there's a load of it on a super freighter at the Brooklyn Naval Shipyard.
No tall stories, just tell me what you want.
Help me scuttle it. You have any extra lambs or rockets?
You think you can scuttle a freighter with a lamb?
A few lambs at weld points.
I'll help you out. How about a rocket for a GEP gun? Usually save those for the NSF, but I'll sell it at a loss, say 2,500. You can also have a half dozen lambs for 2,400. Better buy now. I'm selling cheap only because a lot of people could die.
I'm going to regret this because it's probably easier to have the GEP gun to blow up the freighter. But we don't have a GEP gun. Nor do I know if I'm going to get one by the time we get to the freighter. So, we're going to go with a half dozen lambs. If it works, it works. It should. Give me a break. Hundreds of millions of lives are at stake. Let's see what he says. I probably should have saved it right before this.
Give me a break. Hundreds of millions of lives are at stake.
I like what you're doing, but I gotta cover my costs. Hey, I'm starting to get nervous about this. What you're about to do is gonna turn some heads. I don't want any trouble from the authorities.
He's gonna raise his prices. Actually, NATCO's planning an operation of some kind. You might want to get out of Hell's Kitchen after I leave. Let's help him out a little.
Actually, UNATCO's planning an operation of some kind. You might want to get out of Hell's Kitchen after I leave.
What kind of operation?
A manhunt, for me. I don't think you want to get caught in the middle.
Thanks for the warning. Come on, let's wrap this up.
Good point. Gotta play this again? Yeah, this is a game you play multiple times because there's just so many multiple paths in it.
They're really gonna expose people to the plague?
A Marine from the shipyard told me that FEMA's involved. Guess they've gone from fixing emergencies to making them.
If you ask me, I bet FEMA wants to cause a national emergency and get control of the army.
I think we can expect Walton Simons to make a grab for power one way or another.
That's all they would need. One national emergency. Then they could get rid of the president, shut down Congress, and suspend the Constitution.
FEMA? Doubt it.
Wish I had 2,400 credits. I could use a half a dozen lambs.
You can always loot the ammo storage facility at the shipyard. It's free, if you don't get caught.
Yeah, it's free, but we're gonna get ourselves killed the entire way. How much do we have? Credit-wise. What does it tell you? 1954. And we really, really need money. Steal this candy and the cigarettes. I put this on or real close to Half-Life or Doom as really showing how to make a game like this. Yes, pretty much so. This was a game that changed the way games are made. I don't know what this is for. Found the files you wanted. I don't know what this guy's up to. Wait, something to do with us in that last one. We're gonna look at it. Yeah, this is definitely like a game changer game. There you go. This game inspired so many games. We wouldn't have had Dishonored without this game. There's a lot of games like this that kind of pioneered the way for it in terms of stealth and the ability to play as stealthy as you want, or to just go full on killing people with the sword. And definitely the storytelling and the branching paths are just beautiful. I heard through channels that some bad stuff is coming down on you. Don't know why people I talked to just said it had to do with a guy named JC. Okay, so that's us. I completely screwed up with this guy because I don't have the money to buy anything from him. We're gonna have to go and steal the stuff from the naval yard. We have 2 lambs, I think. Kind of sucks that we can't get anything from them. I tried getting into the ATMs at the bar and the hotel, and they were empty. They already went through them. I don't know if I could just get out and go back upstairs, but... Excuse me for a second? Give me a minute. Hey, Arrow. Yeah, and Inside is a really cool game. I really liked that game. It was like a step up from its predecessor. What was it called? The one with the silhouettes and the spiders at the beginning. Ass of Hell. Yep. Pretty much where we are. Hell's Kitchen. Well, what it used to be. Yeah, we're just trying to find where the smuggler... Well, we found the smuggler. We just don't have enough money to get items from him, so... I don't know if it's worth going around looking for money at this point, because I don't think we could find any money. And then there's this elevator. See where the elevator goes. Hey, Mr. Crappy, that clip you made was gold. Oh, dude, you're great. You have so many things worth clipping. Let me tell you. I know the game wasn't what it was, but you made it entertaining at least. Mr. Crappy was playing Beverly Hills Cop 2, which is only available on the PAL version of the PS2. And why is there a second button here? Oh, to bring up the elevator. Okay. It basically has nothing really to do with Beverly Hills Cop 2. Soundtrack stopped.
Yes.
All right.
Password?
Be back.
Bloodshot.
Oh, so we did have the freaking password. We could have came in through there. I thought we didn't have it because the woman ran away. She like left town. Yeah, it's an interesting game. You're supposed to play as Axel Foley, but you play like a guy who looks like an overweight, well, slightly out of shape Vin Diesel. He's not really out of shape, the main character, but he's like a wannabe Vin Diesel. It's interesting. Nobody blinks in the game. None of the NPCs blink. Yeah, alright, screw it. We're gonna have to go find some lambs. How many lambs do we have? We have 2 rounds. I think we need like 6. This is gonna drag the next mission on a little further, but... Next storage area, do not use electronic devices. Okay. We're gonna blow up a ship, Braxton. How are you? Blowing up a ship in the Brooklyn Naval Yard. That's what they told us we need to do, and that's why we need so many, I think. Yeah, we're at that part of the game now. So I don't have enough money to buy the lambs off the smuggler. Unfortunate. Good evening to you too. We're gonna go find these things in this Naval Yard storage area. Security keypad. I don't have anything that opens this up, do I? And what does that keypad open exactly? I wonder if the computer would tell us what the keypad security code is. Oh, of course it opens a door. I think it opens that mirror. Never know. Eric Mail, is there a code in here? Icarus is looking for you. Okay. Cryptic. There's nothing in here that we need.
Scuttling a freight is a big job.
Forget it.
Yeah, he wants some money. I understand. I can't give him any. We're like 500 short. Need 2 tools for this. We got 3. Let's use them. Wish I had the PC version back in the day. I played PS2 and was decent, but not as good. From what I hear, the differences are minor, but still a fantastic game to play. Yeah, there we go. Take this. I don't need that. I don't think I need 20mm ammo, but take it. Upper cartridge is useless. Thermoptic camo. What's thermoptic camo? Drop this and let's take that. Okay. Loading. Too many loading screens? Yeah, that's what I heard. That's the big difference. Because the PS2 didn't have the amount of RAM that a PC would have to keep, you know, things in memory, so. At least it was a PS2. The CD-ROM speeds by then were massively faster than PS1. Oh, yeah. Still, you had to wait. PS1 was like 2x speed, right? I would think a PS2 was at least 8x. Maybe not. They had no RAM in on the discs. Loading current into RAM. Yep. This elevator gets us out of here, but he said we have to go to the roof. I think the elevator just takes us to street level. Anyway. Sure, if I stood underneath the elevator while it was falling, I'd die. PS2 had a 24x CD-ROM, 4x DVD. Okay, that makes sense. Still, 4x DVD is going to be kind of slow, but I didn't realize I had a 24x CD-ROM. Interesting. It was a great DVD player. I know when I was getting a PS2, I never would have actually bought a DVD
We are
player.
preparing for our operation now. You are finished.
Wait, what? What operation? You, talk to me.
What's up?
You got nothing to say. Saying I'm finished. Where's the helicopter? It's up there. Okay, it's on that rooftop. I can see it. I still use mine as the DVD player when I can. The art's plugged into the Blu-ray drive-in. Yeah, I actually use my Xbox One as a Blu-ray player, but I'm gonna have to upgrade it because the original Xbox One does not do HD Blu-rays, whereas the Xbox One S, or the Xbox S, One S, yeah, and the Xbox One X, whatever the hell they call these things, not the new generational consoles, but the one before it, the updated Xbox One players actually do play HD Blu-rays. So I'm a little pissed about that because I bought a couple of HD Blu-rays thinking this was going to play them and it doesn't. My friend told me the wrong info. First CD-ROM was 1X. It was fun. Yeah, my first one was 2X, I think. They're good DVD players. Yeah, I probably should. You know what? Maybe it makes sense to just get an Xbox One S and use that as an HD Blu-ray player, because I really don't want an Xbox Series X. At this point, I'd rather have a PC. Maybe a cheap, you know, Xbox One S, which still had the disc player in it. Get that, hook it up to the TV, and then I'll be able to see high definition Blu-rays. I'll see. I'll ask my friend because that's what he's got. Sell this one or give it to my nephew. My laptop has this Blu-ray player. I never used it once in 12 years. I never had any computer system with a Blu-ray player. I was hoping that the next update would have been one, but nobody uses physical media anymore, so. This was the first PC I got without any kind of optical drive in it. No, that goes outside. We need to go to the roof of this building, right? I have a feeling we're gonna get our butts kicked by Gunter up there. Wouldn't it be cool if I actually found the money here so I could go back and buy what I need? The guy who runs this hotel left town. This is his daughter. He left town. 50 credits. I'm getting closer. I need 2,400. Nano key? That wasn't there before. Almost used up all my electricity, not realizing I had the light on. At least USB Blu-ray should be possible. Yeah, that would make sense. My old Vio laptop could do Blu-ray. Yeah, it's all digital downloads nowadays. The laptop I had before this lasted me 9 years. I started streaming with it, and the video card gave out. Now, it didn't have a really good video card. It had an ATI HD 4800 something or other, which was good enough to play old games and stream. Surprised I had it for 9 years. I used it mainly for work. At that point, I was strictly playing like Xbox One, Xbox 360. I was still playing games on the PS2. I wasn't PC gamer. Empty room. Oh, this is our brother's apartment, no? Somebody's apartment. All 4800 HD. Yeah, it was a decent card back then. It ran games up until about 2000, really. Probably about 2003, really well. Quite opposite, I barely own a physical media Braxton was. Yeah, I have a big, as you can see behind me, DVD collection. And this DVD collection grew because I got rid of cable at one point. And the idea was not, this was before streaming became hot. So I was like, all right, so I'm just going to buy like TV series on DVD, watch those. I wanted to save money. I didn't want to get cable. Cable was like $200 a month, and my roommate moved out, and I didn't want to get another roommate at that point. So, Michael cut cable.
Owner's left town, far as I know.
Left town, okay. Cigarettes. I need money. I don't have any money, do you? Yeah, we're full internet here. We do have cable. My wife requested I keep cable for the shows that she watches, and because we're sports fans, the only way to see it is with cable, like sporting events, so got it for that. If I had another way to watch local sports, I probably wouldn't even have cable. Just stream everything. Download service can take away your account at any time for any reason. I'd rather have disk independent of that. That's true. I mean, what if one day GOG's like, oh, we're closing down? Then what? Or like Steam's like, we're done. I mean, that happened with Bethesda, but all their games got transferred over to Steam. I don't think there's a way to the roof from here. Stupid strobe light effect. Hate going here. Come on, climb the ladder or climb it down. Up or down, come on. Gotta get out of this strobe light effect. Ladder continues upward, but there's nothing up there. And now we injured ourselves. Wonderful. We have a key. He's got to open a door, right? Door to the roof. Everything's open here. Nothing's locked anymore. Blew open all the doors. Not talking about games, movies are my concern. Can't do anything about the games. Yeah, that's true. Movies. See, if I really, really like a movie, I want the extras with it. So I'll definitely get it on Blu-ray or DVD. I don't think you can get the roof through here. And he's in the building next to this, so... The elevator goes nowhere, and you can only go up to the second floor here. It was stupid to come here to begin with. Back at the Ton. Yep. How's it going, Blacktails? I'm trying to get to the roof. We need to get to the elevator. The helicopter. So I was hoping you could get there from here. He's in the building next to us. We have to go around back. Gunther Herman is threatening us, so... Another problem. He's on top of this building, I think. See him from the street. Helicopter. There he is. Right there. I need to go up there. Everybody we killed. Exploration in this game is never stupid. It's smart to look around, even if it yields nothing. This game rewards you for doing research. So, free clinic. Oh, I could go get healed here one more time. Why not? It's free. I was so pissed when I bought Deus Ex Human Revolution for PC at the store and ended up being Steam only. Really? You bought like a... You bought a copy with a disc and then they told you to like download it from Steam? That's false advertising if they don't tell you. Augmentation. No, this is the one we threw down because we already had it. Let's talk to this guy. Phyllis. Okay. I wanted the disc. It had some files in it for the time on it, but by the time I installed it, I had to download almost a full game's worth of data due to updates and patches anyway. It's terrible. Why even offer it as a game? Why not just give you a card with a code on it? I know how they do it on Xbox. You go to Best Buy and you could buy like a copy of Minecraft and it's just a card with a code. You gotta scratch off the code. How do I get up there? That's how we get up there. Okay. Do this.
When the shipment has been destroyed, I will require you to go to Paris. You must find Dowd's associate, Morgan Everett.
Oh, jeez. Ran out of energy. I need the energy, otherwise it won't let me get up there, right? The only part of the game I don't like. The fact that I can't climb this ladder and it's necessary to climb it. So I use my augmentation. I just like the idea of not truly owning games, which is why I favor GOG over Steam. I agree with you. I favor GOG too. Problem is that Steam sometimes has somewhat better sales, especially if you go through third-party sites like Fanatical or Humble Bundle. Usually they offer Steam games. And if they have really good sales, then you kind of want to go through Steam because of that. But you just need to crate or something. Oh, that's true. All I needed was this crate. See? I didn't think of that. And there's probably a crate down here. Or that garbage can. I probably could have used that garbage can. That is so true. I'm assuming, yeah, this is the rooftop right here. Okay. Something bad's gonna happen, I feel, when we get up there. German guy's gonna try to kill us. Hey, creature. How do you not own it on Steam? Only thing about Steam is that it uses Steam API to run. You don't own it because of the DRM. I'm sure people can circumvent that. A ton of games on Steam don't use that DRM. You can play some Steam games without actually using Steam's client. But for the most part, creature, if you have a Steam game, you have to have Steam installed to play it. That's why I got forced to buy a second copy of Half-Life 2, because the original one I had was on discs, and I couldn't find the original key for that copy of the game. So I waited till it was on sale, and I just rebought Half-Life 2. I want to replay that at some point. With GOG, you don't have to use their launcher to buy the game. You can download it directly and just have an installer and keep it on your hard drive for as long as you want. The energy helped you jump, I guess. You added the analog for that. Yes, I did. So we have F7 over here, which makes us faster, makes us jump higher, and reduces the amount of damage we receive when we fall. So not all Steam games have DRM, but most do. Also, Steam has a disclaimer that tells you the game is a service, not something you own. Yeah. Doesn't God use GOG Galaxy? It does, but you don't have to use GOG Galaxy. If you go into GOG Galaxy for any game, it gives you the right, and you'll find it in there for any given game. It'll tell you, do you want to download the game, and do you want to download the latest patch for it? So you could own a copy of it. I mean, it's not going to get updated if the game gets updated, but an old game like this probably hasn't been updated since like 2009. You can remove the game, and if you uninstall it, no way to get it back. Yep. Pretty sure that's happened. Well, Unreal, they just took down Unreal. You can't buy Unreal anymore. But I own it on Steam. But luckily, I can still download it. Otherwise, I'd have to buy it all over again, which I don't think is even possible at this point. I don't know why they stopped selling the Unreal games. Yeah, you can't resell them. The launcher doesn't mean DRM. GOG does not have DRM in any situation outside of multiplayer. Yep. Yeah, I felt that was the way with Half-Life 2, so I was like, look, it's on sale for $1.90 something, and I get episode 1 and 2 with it, so let me just buy it. Yeah, I think they stopped selling Unreal. That's what I read. You could still play it if you own it, but you can't buy a new copy of it. Epic mad at everyone, they removed the Unreals. I don't know why they did that. I'm not going to resell it for all digital games, not just Steam. Well, I used to resell a lot of the games I had on disc if I didn't like the game or I played it for too long. Or if I would get the digital copy for free, then I would give the game to a friend.
Let's go.
The beauty of it. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Had enough with Hell's Kitchen. Hope we never come back here again. I don't think they just moved it to Epic. I think they just stopped selling it. I don't know if it's exclusive to Epic, but from what I heard, it's no longer available. When we were playing it online a couple of years back, and we had all bought copies of it.
There should be an old grate on the wall that you can gain entry through. I've got to get out of here before the sentries get suspicious.
Okay. An old grate in the wall. This is it. Yeah, when we bought it back then to play it, like, that's it. Glad we all got a copy of it. Of all the games. All the Unreal games. Just recently grabbed only on EG5.
You're past the fence. Good. Up ahead are the barracks. You need to gain entry to the base and eventually reach the large building to the north. Keep
Yeah,
your
it's been a
eyes
while
open
since
for
Unreal.
the ammo storage facility. You need to load up on explosives.
Eventually, I want to play through that game. I have never played the campaign in Unreal. And this is an Unreal game. It uses Unreal 1 too, so... What did you just say? I wasn't even paying attention. You're past the fence. Good. Up ahead are the barracks. You need to gain entry to the base and eventually reach a large building to the north. Keep your eyes open for ammo storage facility. You need to load up on explosives. Okay. Ammo storage facility it is. What's our goals here? Enter the main building on the north side of the docks. Scuttle the PCS wall cloud by destroying the 5 tri-hull hulls. Yeah, that's what we need the lamps for. Pay no attention to the hostages. Find ammo storage warehouse, raid ammo bunkers for more lamps and buckets. That's what we need to do. I don't think that's worth taking a lock for, right? What's in here? Soldier there. We got this one walking at us. Hang on. Play in the shadows. Yeah, Unreal 1 is playable. You can play Unreal, the first Unreal still on modern PCs. Up until last year, they were selling it on Steam.
Who's asking?
Our buddy Vinny said to expect you. Think you can find out what's going on in there? Go for it.
Is FEMA really running the show?
FEMA and the Chinese? I don't like the smell of it one bit.
Me either.
This key will open the main gate. The guard just inside the main building entrance will let you pass, but don't expect any hospitality from the FEMA people.
Oh no, I hope like Netflix never controls Steam or anything like it. That's for sure. So why would they give you a door that's closed here and expect you to lockpick it?
You came in on the chopper? You must be with the DC people.
I don't think we were anybody. They do that in a couple of places. They give you a door that you can't open, and then on right immediately around the corner is a door you can't open. Excuse me for a second. Okay, sorry about that. Even Twitch, Amazon games, or Discord games, I'm not going to claim a bunch of free giveaway games there. Don't even own them and then use some launcher. No thanks, I guess. I mean, if you get all those Amazon Prime games. I'm assuming if you quit Amazon Prime, you no longer have access to them. That's why I stopped using Xbox games with Gold, because you're able to keep the 360 games they were giving away, but you weren't able to keep the Xbox One games, and I didn't know that at first. And then I realized I had all these games that I couldn't even keep. I was like, forget it. Why am I wasting my time with this? Sneak around.
These sewers run to the submarine building. You can be sure the military has rigged these passages with detectors and booby traps.
Oh, that's very assuring.
I have begun planning your future objectives. Dow will be sending you to Paris. Make sure he gives you the current residence of his associate, Morgan Everett. I do not have access to that information.
I think I only have an Xbox account because I signed up at Mixer. It's this multi-stream. There you go. Good old Mixer. Yeah, EGS is what it is, but they do give away a lot of games. I don't buy any Epic games.
I don't know how you'll get on board with the main ramp retracted, unless you want to swim.
I'll figure it out. We'll find the barracks first.
You're at the main gate. Get to the door at the base of the huge crane in the distance. But watch out for the guards and security bots.
Alright, I see it, but don't we need to find the barracks first? You know, to this day, I'm still kind of not disappointed, but like miffed that Mixer just doesn't exist anymore as a competition in Twitch. For all they tried to do to set it up and get like these exclusive streamers, like they just gave up on it. Never played online on a console? I have. But Xbox sucked because you always had to buy their stupid monthly Xbox Live Pass to play online multiplayer until they did away with it, and they said you can just basically play multiplayer now on most games without that pass. Right? You also had to order to use their apps. Stuff like, you know, the Netflix apps. You had to have that account, I think. They were doing something weird. Trying not to get caught. Okay, that's ammunition storage. We need to get in there somehow. Not one of our guards. In here, there's some stuff in there. Probably go in this building too. Base commanders in here. Locked. Try to get into ammunitions first. Really? It's still like that on the PS Plus? Well, not officially anyway. I remember installing some kind of software to fool my first-gen Xbox to thinking it's playing LAN games, but really it's just using the internet server. You can do that? Mixer was going alright as a platform, but yeah, competition, speculation, it wasn't going to grow without spending more money. That's true. Competition's healthy, and YouTube would never... I don't think YouTube ever will have a chance to get to the point of being a streaming powerhouse like Twitch. It's too bad because I really think YouTube would be a good competition at this point, but who's down there? Let's save this for a second. Wow, we haven't saved this since we got here? That sucks. What am I doing? There we go. Could at the time, anyway. Played Halo for a bit after the official Xbox Live service was canceled. There you go. YouTube streaming isn't great. The chat and interaction is mildly unappealing. Yeah. YouTube's really good for pre-recorded content. What caught me? Which camera? One in the far corner here? I doubt it. Hack this thing. Hey, Drakengar. What's up, man? How are you this evening? We have left Manhattan and we're in Brooklyn in this game. Turn off these cameras. There are tons of live streamers on YouTube that get tons of view chatters. I've been in a few of them to watch to see how it goes for the most part. Mostly Doom gamers. I can see that. I know a lot of Twitch gamers who also stream on YouTube at the same time, so doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. I was sick over the weekend. I took the day off today to rest up, and I'm feeling better finally. Some people still play it, but it's pretty empty. I remember going back and trying to play like Gears of War 2, and that was like completely empty. We got crates up there. Can't get to it. Yeah, I think I just needed an extra day. I started like on Friday feeling crappy, and then all through the weekend, and then today I was like, I'm not gonna wake up early enough to get to work, am I? Just feeling so drained. I mean, how'd you put these up there? There's gotta be a way up there, right? There we are. Augmentation. There's the rockets. I want the lambs. Assault shotgun. Bot. And Sabat. No reason to jump up there. Where are you keeping your lambs? Your lambs.
Hey, who's there?
You got this
My
guy.
mistake.
No, this week next? No. Rain, mainly. Snow is going to be north of us. Mr. Crappy knows how it feels. Yeah, I'm feeling mostly better. I think tonight I'll get a good night's sleep after this. And...
It's Denton.
He didn't fall to his death, did he?
Nail this guy and we all get a bonus.
Not my pistol
Hold
either.
it.
Okay, as long as nobody finds him, we should be okay. This is locked? We didn't unlock this? The control panel? Alright, everybody's on alert now. We're gonna have to kill everybody, aren't we? Yeah, Mr. Crappy said he was sick too, so... Alright, we screwed that up. But we really don't need to go up there, because they don't give you rockets. They don't give you lamps. You need lamps. I'm gonna walk right in front of this guy's path, ain't I? He's a technician. He's not going to turn me in, right? Bet you if I talk to him, he'll be like, oh yeah, I have some lambs. Here they are.
Contact, I have visual.
Oh, you don't.
Haven't seen you in a week. Where you been?
Workers' camp. Messed up my hand while I was working on the sewer shutoff grate. Damn thing came down and nearly took off my whole arm.
You gonna be all right?
Yes, okay. They told me they were gonna
sir,
fix
movement.
it. Of course, they waited until after I got hurt to do it.
No movement.
I saw a bunch of folks working on that shed out back a few days ago. Figured they must be
Thought it was a
tinkering with the
terrorist.
control valve, sure enough.
What's up with this place anyway? On the way in, some goon with a gun frisked me from head to toe. Told me to watch my step.
FEMA, sure. After they declared martial law, they came down on this place like they owned it. Shut off the sub-pin, threatened to shoot anyone got close.
Yeah, I saw him goose-stepping around back there. Christ, this place is going to hell in a handbasket real fast. Wonder what the union's got to say.
Right now, the union ain't got nothing to say.
Oh, what do you got to say to me?
Taking over around here?
Hey, I know my job. You want something else out of me? Talk to the union.
I gotta talk to the union. They're not gonna tell me
Don't mind
anything
me
else.
saying so. You can't be worse than the other guy. Simons. That's his name. I don't want to be getting anyone into trouble, but there's something about the man that just ain't trustworthy. Like what? Well, don't know exactly. Had this way of talking, like he'd just as soon wring your neck if he didn't need you for the job. Strange tattoos, kind of swim around under his skin. I ain't seen nothing like it. Got work to do, sure enough.
Place has turned into a military camp. You're gone 1 week, this is what happens.
Need some
Look,
lambs.
You do what you have to do, I'll do what I have to do. I'm just saying I don't trust a bunch of guys with riot gear and guns. I ain't done nothing wrong, so just leave me alone, okay?
All right, all right.
If you're gonna bust my ass, I'm gonna quit right now.
I'll quit your job. I'm just here to do what I need to do. Where are the lambs? What does the lamb stand for again in this game? M is probably, you know, obviously mines, I think. So we found the crate that just happened to have rockets. There's nothing in here that has the mines. Wait. Cardboard boxes never have anything, do they? You should fire these guys permanently. I should, right? That'd be pretty mean. And when they don't show up because they think they're fired, they'll actually get fired for real.
Okay, come on out.
There's cardboard everywhere. We must have an intruder. Barrel. My hands are full.
I guess.
Really need that barrel, yeah. Oh, where are you gonna take me? You gonna take me where the lambs are? Well, we screwed that up. Of course, I hung around enough to get really damaged. Lightweight attack munition. There you go. Thank you, Braxton. Here it is. Two, yes. So here I am, where the ammunitions are, and there's no way to get to them. Or at least we haven't found them.
Okay, it's Denton. It's Denton. Hold it.
Actually, that's not the save. This one is. That only reloads the last save you had. And if the last save you had was an autosave, that's the one it's going to go in. Yeah, this place is a little rough. Uh-oh. Whip it and whip it good. Yes, they do look a little like Devo. Hey, Morton, how are you? No, it's not only because I 90% knew Braxton was also here. Welcome, Morton. Either way, it's a pleasure having you here. As always. Why do you keep doing that? Well, there's a staircase there. That's like a sewer or something toxic. Morton knows where I am. Morton can track you down. Yeah, how's everything, Morton? Deus Ex hype? There you go. All good. Well, this got us some skill points, but what did we accomplish?
Lock and load!
He's way too fast.
Oh, I'm fast. Very fast. So all we managed to find was an alternate way in. And I can't get into this building without hacking it, so... let's go in there and see if we could get the ammo in there that we need. Maybe this has a entrance and round back. Yeah, right. Look at that thing. God. Oh god, oh god, oh god. We're doomed. Why don't I go between here and the wall? That's the building I think I need to go to for the lance.
Hell? There's one.
Get in there. Somehow. What? Who saw me? Was it the robot? Quiet enough. But while he's not looking, I'll try to run in here, because this is the actual ammunition storage place. Bot.
You won't believe this, JC. There was a raid on smugglers. I just saw Gunter get into a copter on the roof and head back to Unatco. I checked the police bands, though, and they're still looking for Smuggler. Looks like he managed to slip away.
Well, at least we saved Smuggler. Maybe he'll come back later when I have money and he could sell me things that I need. We shall see. Robot standby. Standard defenses. They're all on standby. I think that's the way to go, right? They're all on standby. They're not going to attack. Let's change anything on the computer screens when I do this. Our torso is in bad shape. Unfortunate. Oh, please tell me you have lambs here. You don't. A light anti-tank weapon. Maybe that's the way to go. They can't find the lambs. The rockets are on the other side. Can't use heavy weapons, really, because I don't have any skills in them. What would I drop for this? Like, probably going to use 4 slots. Big stuff. Don't need that. Gas grenade. Only ever used a gas grenade once here. Nice bottle of wine. Always keep a nice bottle of wine. Now I'm regretting not taking the rockets. Eat this. Just to get our inventory cleared up. Need it anyway. Okay. There we go. Anti-tank law. It's not a GREP gun, though, so I don't know if I can be of any use. I don't think it is. Screw it. You know what? We need the GEP gun. That's what we need. Get 2 lambs. Find. Pick up 2 wheel mouse and blam bam lamb party. Well, we have 2 lambs. Time flows fast suddenly. Have to find another stream. Have to find another after stream ended. I'd probably be alerted. The duplication list. Get 2 lambs. Bind pickup to wheel mouse and blam lamb party. Lamb, L-A-M. Well, that's one way to do this, right? Let's see if we can actually find them. If we can't, at least we know the backup way of doing this. It is cheating. That's like a last resort kind of thing. I thought I was going to have to cheat to find the smuggler, but it was not the case, thankfully. I didn't realize we had the password. I went in the back way and I just used the password. Look at that. Is that a door up there? How do you get up there? Not like this is some kind of ladder. Huh. How do we get up there? Let's see. This is not Dishonored. He's not going to pick himself up. But I shut off that camera. What the heck? Oi. Oh, okay, this opens doors. Look at this. With more crates. The lambs might be in there. We might be saved. See what's in there. Is it because I have all three open at the same time that the alarm is sounding? What if I close one of them? Nope. This. Grenade. Ballistic armor. Rockets. And the lambs. There we go. 2 of them. Hazmat suit, which we probably need. We got 4 lambs now. Land party. Almost. It's a lamb party. Hold on. Get up here. Get up here. Can we go over to the other side? Oh, come on. I used F7 so I wouldn't get hurt. Probably should close those doors. Need more lands. If I set up a DOSBox TCP IPX server to host DOS games, does that count as a modem party? Yeah. Why not? $1 billion square feet, 2 dozen drums. What is this, an Apple store? Yeah, it feels like it, right? I used to play Warcraft too. I used to go to these LAN party, these places they'd have like LAN set up, and you could just play like Warcraft, you could play Starcraft, everything you wanted on them. Show up with like several friends and go in there. It's locked, and look at this. I can break through the door. Take that door. And this is what goes across. Okay, but I couldn't break it open from the other side, so... Play Blood, Duke 3D, and Shadow Warrior in DOSBox over IPX internet. It just works. Of course it does. Well, we're gonna have to go out that way now, aren't we? That's green. That requires a hazmat suit. I'm not going that way. I have to go through the first building. Five tri-hull welds with explosives and by reversing the bilge pump flow. So we have 4 lambs, right? We need 1 more at least. We used to do it in college. It was easy to do it in college. You'd play Red Alert, Command and Conquer. You'd launch your nukes at the other guy, and then you'd run into his room and just watch him explode. we used to do. I see. When they say explosives,
Somebody's
you
there.
think they mean...
A guy in civvies.
Well, they said I could use a Gep gun with rockets, or I could use lambs. But they're telling me I need to use a certain amount of lambs, so... Went to a few LAN parties, haunting a heavy PC. PRT around suck. Yeah, well, you used to have places here. You play like $10 an hour, $5 an hour, and they'd have like top-end PCs. And, you know, they have like 10 wired together and just use them with a friend and get a couple of friends to play, and so you had your LAN parties. Not everybody had to bring around a CD PC. What the heck is going on in here? Jeez, I lost my leg. Yeah, they still exist. Shoot, what did I come over on this side for? I should have stayed on the other side and just shut off the doors. No way down from here, right? If I shut down those doors, the alarm will stop. Alright, good. I don't need the alarms. Let's give him one last check, because I am missing a lamp. Yeah, you need a certain number of lambs. We were supposed to get a whole bunch from the smuggler guy, but we didn't have the money to do it. So they told us to come here to look for them. Is this one? Oh, that's just ammo. I want to look one last time to make sure we didn't miss it. Probably take that ballistic armor, but... I don't think they put anything in these barrels. I don't know why I'm bothering with them. By the time on the PC and play whatever you want. Yeah, there you go. TNT does not work. It's a container in a video game. There's all the reason you need. TNT might work for this job, but they've specifically said either a Gep gun or what I'm holding, so... the lambs. Somewhere between here and the next part where we gotta blow everything up, there's gotta be a lamp. Shoot.
Just like on the target range.
Okay. Alright, buddy. This is like some big area, right? So we're gonna be pretty stuck in here, aren't we? First of all, make sure all the cameras are off, because I saw one that was on the other side. Sound effects are always great. Locked. Of course it's locked, and we can't go that way. Where am I gonna go? This is locked too. We gotta pick it, right? Not gonna waste lockpicks on those doors. Bots. Alright, let's go to naval base. Oh, a door. What do we think is in there? The idea is to find the ship, so we need to go to naval base. The submarine is there. I know where I need to go. I don't know if I have enough ammo or lambs to be able to blow up what we need to blow up. Look at our goals, or our conversations rather. Racer Tong said, "You're at the main gate. Get to the door at the base of the huge crane in the distance, but watch out for the guards and security box." I need to find that big crane, and there's a door there. There's the crane. Oh, great. Nice place to put that camera. No, no, no. Get away from me, bot. I just want to shut off this camera. Yeah, Hong Kong was just hard to navigate, I think, for me. This is a little bit better, even though it's bigger. Yeah. Not the multi-tool that you take that down with? I see the staircase there. Just breathe. All we need. We'll get through this. We'll do this. You can actually go inside the crane. Take an elevator all the way up, right? And I have to. This requires 4 tools, and I don't know what the passcode is.
Try taking the elevator to the top of that crane. You might be able to get on the roof and enter the building through the air conditioning ducts.
Thank God for HVAC. You're getting edgy. We have to remain calm. I will. I will remain calm, I promise. I'm not at the point where I'm like, I can't wait for this game to be over, this sucks. I'm not anywhere near there. I'm really enjoying this game. We do need another health kit or health bot, that would be nice. Or an energy bot. We're here. Save this thing. That moment comes at the end game. We'll see if it comes there. I'm sure it will. I've been warned about the end game. Sniper rifle. I only have one. Just gives you ammo when you pick up another one, right? Using mods, they often make the game harder. That's true. People keep telling me, oh, I think there's a bot here to heal you. Or there's, like, energy here. You can get an energy bot. And meanwhile, there isn't because they're remembering probably the mod. So, this is strictly vanilla. What did I just do? And that's why I quick saved. Alright, we're in. Because they'll come in to play this with GMDX or Revision, yeah. I saw Revision on GOG. They were offering it, and I was like, oh, maybe this just upgrades the graphics. But then I was like, no, it's got to change things. I don't want to do that. First playthrough, I want it to be as vanilla as possible. I like the mod that Cornelio's currently playing, the Nameless mod. It's a total conversion.
Good. One of these units will have a panel you can open. Crawl through the ductwork into the building.
Crawl through the ductwork. You really should play. There are many conversions. Yeah, but Nameless mod looks pretty cool. It's a completely different game. I mean, there are probably tons of them. I remember very little about the second half of Deus Ex, so any version I play will be a new experience. There you go. It's unlocked. So there you go. We're in.
This is the main air circulation fan. If you want to slip in this way, you should look for a maintenance hatch or follow the air vents out of this room. But be prepared for dangerous machinery and maintenance bots.
Maintenance bots. Ooh, dangerous maintenance bots. I don't think that's what he meant. Like the maintenance bots, if they're the ones that kill you. Right, so we can't fall through there. Ooh, somebody left a can of soda up here. Malkovayan. Getting rid of vermin is maintenance. That's true. The little bots that go around. Yeah, you could, between Doom and Deus Ex, if you really wanted to, you could just play Deus Ex mods on stream all the time, and you could do that for years. You could also do the same with Doom. And I know people who do it. Don't have to play any other game then. I'll take that. Use those lockpicks. Spider bots, those are the maintenance bots, right? I have to look for maintenance vents. The only one I see is the one that we came in on. Why'd you send me this way? Right, because we didn't have the door key code. Detonation of Guardian scramble grenades broadcasts a short-range polymorphic broadband. This will take out, well, the imp grenades would, right? Only got one. Make this count. Ban missions, infinite streams. There you go. Pick out 2 of them, not 3. This one's still enabled. Sniper it? Seems like it's somewhat damaged, right? It's doing out that smoke. 2 of them. Boy. Yeah, we're not going to tranquil neutralize them with darts. Oh my goodness, what do we do here? Just use the 3 lambs and then we can't finish the mission. Darts are doing nothing. Move too fast, the sniper. Not like that's doing anything anyway. What do I got? Can't gas him. It's a scramble grenade. Let's use a scramble grenade. I think I might have used it once before. It didn't really do anything. Like short-term disruption. What? Oh, that was BS. One's disabled. The other one's destroyed. They aren't making it to the bots. The darts, yeah, they're... Yeah, I agree with you. They're not making it down there. Okay, well, you know what? Let's go back to this. Let's go back for a second, and let's use the scramble grenade. Because scramble grenade turns them against each other. But that was crazy how it bounced off the floor and ended up on the fan. I get down there before it turns back to an enemy. There you go. Well, if I use the scramble grenade, I'm going to hope that they're going to kill each other. Because he did kill that one spider. If they kill each other, it would be fine. Just hope it doesn't bounce back up onto the fan. Yeah, they're fighting each other now. Kill him. Now the last one we could just disable. Hopefully the disable option works. Guy's walking around too much. There you go. Didn't even work. Oh, it did. Okay. Why? The heck? It is a rough spot. Alright, we disabled them. Save it. Right again. I have the jumping log. We'll probably jump down with it. Hang on. No, hold on. I could probably just jump down. If I have that AUG set up, I could probably just jump down. The ladder should be recessed and caged in. Of course it should. If there's anything Half-Life taught us about, that's proper safety for a ladder. Invisible to the bots? No, unfortunately I don't have anything that makes me invisible to the bots yet. I can't even land on this thing. It'd be invisible to the fan, I think. I hate the fact that Tracer Tong told me to go this way, and there's like no way to survive this. For that. That's how you get down. That's how you do it. You spin right round, baby, right round. Record, baby, right round. You don't remember getting killed by a fan? I didn't land on it the first time, that's why. I landed, like, it sliced through me as I was jumping, so. Have a little look around here before proceed. Like, what's this door for? Probably the front door I didn't come in. What? Yeah, I'm not going that way. Let's go this way. Try aiming for the hub. Well, it worked the second time. Where the heck did we end up? Primary goal complete. What primary goal did we complete by showing up here? Enter the main building on the north side of the dockyard. There may be more than one entry point. Okay, so we completed that. I think I'm still screwed with the... with the number of lambs I have. Station point bonus. Look at that. Go all the way down there. Free the hostages too while you're at it? No, we're not in that part of New York. They're dead. Nothing we could do about them. Why does it turn you around when it's autosaves? There's two doors here, and that's the wrong one. This is currently what it says. Scuttle the PCS wall cloud by destroying the 5 tri-hull welds. So 5 tri-hull welds makes me think we need 5. With explosives and by reversing the bilge plump flow. Pumping water into the bilges will destabilize the ship's weight distribution and cause the hull to split open. The hostages, of course. Gunther came in and gave him chocolate and cookies. I hope so. Oh, what? No, that's a cell. Give me a lamb. It does say explosives, because if you use the GEP gun, it also told me that I could use the GEP gun with rockets. I don't have a GEP gun. There were plenty of rockets, but there were no GEP guns. Unless that one gun I found was good enough for it. I can use them. I could use any kind of explosive. So we open this door now, right? No. No. Get away from me. It isn't specific. Alright, if it isn't specific, maybe there's like some other type of explosive we could use. We'll find something. Combination of it. Yeah, there's no soft locks in this game from what I've learned, so I'm not going to be too worried. Brain control. We want to control the crane. Birds everywhere. There's a ship. Made it this far. About to lose our torso. here comes the guy. Shoot. Stop. Wait till he passes by. I like the ship. Just not the area before it. Yeah, it's not a... It's too big, the area before it. Where is he? He's right there.
Remember the briefing. Okay, let's do the paperwork on this one.
I am so dead. Actually. Nope. We want that. Just need to heal myself. That's all I really need to do. That would help. What does the wine do? Healed me for 2 points, and it made me drunk. That was ridiculous. Just a lot of layers of stuff to deal with. Yeah. Like that. I didn't realize that was there. JC can't hold his booze. No, he can't. I think being a cyborg makes you lightweight. Wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason why. Alright, so we have a couple of places to go. We can go up into the crane. Why, I don't know. And we could also go down this way. We didn't go the crane path, so that doesn't matter. This would have been the way we came in had we taken that alternate route with the spider in it. Everything is used process in getting here, and it's all for this one thing. Yeah, just blow up the ship. It's time consuming. Very time consuming. Why drink wine when there's orange soda? Well, if you combine the two. Let's take this and see where it goes, just to see where it goes. Maybe there's something up there that would help us. Lemon lime. Well, I think it's orange soda in this game. But lemon lime sodas. My go-to. Oh, area location bonus. For what? To come in here and do nothing? I activate the crane. If I do, what does it do? Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. Oh, something's happening. That's what it does? Does it break open that door? It just moves us back and forth. I guess you could jump on that at some point and then make it to that door on the other side. So that's why you're putting it in place. It's more of a ginger ale guy. Yeah, I love ginger ale. Let me tell you. My wife's all about ginger too. If I do drink soda, it's usually ginger ale. Backup is like Sprite. I'm craving ginger ale, but I don't have any. Alright, so we need to get onto the ship. The guy walking towards us must die at some point. When he's walking back, we'll knock him out at least. Hopefully Gunther doesn't show up, but he is looking for us, so. Alright, why am I getting more emails at this time, guys? Chill out. Sorry. On the hunt. Hungry like a wolf. Probably waited too long. He's already walked back and... Did I just get him with a tranquilizer dart? We are cool and collected. We are patient. Makes me want to try Metal Gear 3 again. The good version, not the one I had.
Hello? Oh my god!
Messed it up.
That's one down. Check the area.
Just tase him.
Sergeant, is that you?
Okay, I did that. What was the thing? The guy at the other end? Can I snipe him in the head? That'd be a hard shot. Got him. That was kind of cool. That was awesome. I'm gonna put some points into that. Thank you. I just waited for the crossbar to go back over his head. Had to be really patient. Oh, there's another one too? Okay. Waited for it to move back over his head. Got that one too. Beautiful. Bypass. We could use a multi-tool, right? Sniper is how I spend most of my time. My XP. Yeah, I think sniper is really necessary in this game. Okay, security is bypassed. Darts are nice too, but you know.
Hey, you're the guy Vinny was talking about, Sandra's friend.
Yeah?
We're 100% behind you. We want to know what's happening on the ship.
Me too.
The code to the ramp is 6655. It's that easy, but watch out for the guys on night patrol.
I will, thanks.
6655.
Hey, that's cool, you know, Vinny?
Yeah, I know Vinny.
I hope you find out what's going on. I think they're making a secret treaty with the Chinese. Hey, I called the newspaper myself, but no one called me back.
FEMA's gone to communist China and been like, we're working for you now.
A lot of foreign nationals up there. I'm not sure why.
You're not Dart, the friendly mechanic. No, I will not. I will not. That's why I put the dart gun away, so I didn't automatically accidentally do it. Get some soda. Use the taste of orange soda, some Fanta here to heal ourselves. Although it's probably an energy drink. Probably not even a soda. There we go. Get some soy chips, right? It's just chocolate. Candy bar. We don't know if it's chocolate. It says something about honey. Chunko honey. Reno overdose in 3, 2, 1. There was a camera in there. I didn't even notice me in there. Bit of honey. Honey's good for you.
There's the objective, the PRCS wall cloud. You should have no trouble slipping past the guards on the dock. They seem to be walking standard patrol routes.
The guards on the dock are dead. Oh. I vaguely remember it. PRC's wall cloud. Alright, that's telling us the code 6655. Interesting to see what this wall cloud is that they keep talking about.
You can sure tell the janitors haven't worked in a couple of days. I don't see why they don't just send all of us home.
Used to get it for Halloween as a kid? Yeah, I remember that. Vaguely. I remember I used to get this honey, like, candy that they had, and it wasn't a candy bar, it was a candy.
I should have.
I don't know if that was it.
I don't see why they don't just send all of us home.
Alright, you just want to go home, buddy. In your toilets.
I don't see why they don't just send all of us home.
Flush your toilets. And get out of here. Oh. Mutual death. It's me back here with these two. Well, if that's the case, we're gonna get more soda. The machine is empty. Okay. How bad are we? Not too bad. He works for the same people you do? Yeah.
There's the objective, the PRCS wall cloud. You should have no trouble slipping past the guards on the dock. They seem to be walking standard patrol routes.
I got past the guys on the dock. Am I not, like, supposed to go this way? Was this the alternate way in? That it? Good night. He has an assault rifle, that's all he's got. While the PRCS wall cloud is in port, I fully expect your cooperation. Oh, so that's the name of the ship. I thought it was like something else, like some kind of barrier or something. Force field. A cooperation adhering to FEMA security protocols. Due to sensitive nature of the Wall Cloud's cargo, the ship will be in lockdown while docked, and minimum necessary personnel given clearance at any time. Please contact the dock foreman with an access code for his people. I trust he will oversee the operation and ensure that it understands the necessity of its precautions. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. So we need to go downstairs. This was like the alternate entrance into the place to get to the dock. We didn't really need to come up here. 655. I know. That's the code.
This is a heavily guarded building. Be prepared for resistance.
Yeah. We already killed everybody. Granted. Boom. That's how you get on the ship. Wow, this stream is taking a while because this area is pretty much what it is.
Good work. Now watch for guards and find a way to get below decks.
Find a way to get below deck. So if we go up the door here, it won't let anyone work from home. No, it's like my current employer. Usually jump onto that beam. Okay. The beam that we moved with the crane, maybe? You're referring to? Who's this guy?
There is another way to find Everett. He has a mistress named Beth Duclair. Remember that name when you get to Paris.
Beth Duclair, we need to find her in Paris. Yeah, that beam. Okay. So there's a reason why we put that,
Hi, mister. Orders
that beam
are
there.
orders. Get someone to clean this up.
You suck. You suck. Over to the ship. Okay, so that would have been the alternate way to do that. Through there.
Now watch for guards and find a way to get below decks.
Wish I could have done that. Man, this guy keeps talking.
There's another way to find Everett. He has a mistress named Beth Duclair. Remember that name when you get to Paris.
We'll remember it in Paris. I don't know what I'm searching for. If there's nothing back here, I could just reload the game and then we don't have to worry about going back there. Aren't they Russian sailors you met in Hong Kong? You spilled their drink? Yes, I remember the Russian sailors. They were playing pool. And they didn't get killed when the place got, like, stormed into by, bad guys. There we go, there's the fifth lamb. We need 5, we got them. Go. Health pack, we gotta hoard those. Okay, so coming back here was not a bad thing. This. Another one. Take an extra one just in case. Now we just have to go below deck. Getting there. What time is it? Oh, come on.
Hey, stop right there.
Seeing things.
Nothing here now.
Meow. Yeah, just a cat. Or a rat. A rats that eat cats, apparently, because we did find a dead cat in the MJ-12 base's, like, ventilation system. Awful. Felt bad for that cat. ROUS. I just gotta go below deck. Probably no quick way to get down there. I guess that we need to go deal with a hoity-toity guy who's killed us last time. Gotta go up and then go down. I hope this is the last time we're in New York. I want to see, like, different places. They're mentioning France, so I guess we're going to France at some point. How do I get back to where I was? This way. Hong Kong was cool. It was different. I think I've had it with New York. Seen enough in New York. I see it every day. And they put New York in every game possible. Yeah, especially during this era. I'm kind of sick of it too. Hope the next game does not take place in New York that we play. Actually, we're going to vote on it. I'm going to play a shooter next, but I don't know which one. I'll have a few. Little boomer shooters. Interesting ones. And at some point this spring we're going to do Viewer's Choice again. I just don't know when. Because I'm going away at the end of April. So if we do Viewer's Choice, I don't want to do it when I'm away. So we'll probably either do it before and we'll continue it after. I need to go below deck. Why am I going upstairs?
Hey! Stop right there! This vessel's off limits to the
Going up the stairs. He's coming around the corner. Where are you? Something that says sick bay over there. I need to get in there and I need to get healed.
Aim for the head.
That's BS. That went right through him. That went right through him. Okay, I could see the guy up there. There's two of them.
Huh. Nobody there now. You in the coat! Who are you? Sorry, he's still around here.
Here they come. Well, they stopped. And now we can heal. Perfect. Hey, it's New Yorker space. Take your pick. Usually the case. One or the other. It's never both. It's always a subway level, always a sewer level in a game. I'm afraid we've completely gone through all our motion sickness medication. By the way, Song's been running around changing the codes lately. If you need to get up on the bridge, it's 9753. All right. I don't know if this is actually considered a mission or it's part of the Return to New York Hell's Kitchen thing. We'll see. This is our 8th stream, so I'm assuming this is part 8 of the game. Gone on a rate of 1 so-called mission per stream, and each walkthrough you look at just to see the chapters, they list them differently. They're not all broken up the same way. The one I'm going by the one that I found, so. This looks interesting. It's got computers in it, right? An energy bot, yes. Thank you. Didn't even recharge me to 100%. Installation log? Kernel, system failure. Play tool. Note to self, remember to tell Song that the new code she set for ops didn't work. 4 button. My keypad is stuck and I had to have a replacement in stock, so I changed it to 8. Don't happen to have a replacement in stock, so it's 83353. And this is for ops. Get all those multi-tools. We're gonna need them. Some soy. Mods. Alright, let's use our mods so we can pick up the soda. System log looks like an Easter egg, but I don't know the reference. I don't either. It's an interesting one. Bet you Averagent might know. Temp morphed interface to system blue kernel interface. Tripod kernel system failure. Bet you it's a reference to another game. Who knows? Like Half-Life or something. Silencer. Where do we want to put our silencer? This doesn't have a silencer, right? Put the silencer on that. Can't put the silencer on the pistol? Reindeer Flotilla is a Tron reference. Okay, there you go. Not too familiar with Tron more. Accuracy. I can't use the silencer on anything. Oi. I want to make more accurate. This, obviously. Not sure if we keep using it. That's the outside of the ship. I don't need to pick that because we can go through here. Sickbay was nice. Going through sickbay was awesome. gave us some health. Gave us energy.
Whoever that is, my orders are to shoot on sight. Sorry, mister. Orders are...
Alright, screwed that up. Well, you know what? Everybody's dead up here, so we just come back in here and we heal. What was that? Which, we still haven't gotten damaged, so... See what we have. We have the code to get into the armory. It's for ops. Raise the bridge in engineering. Use 9753. Ramp can be lowered with 6655. We don't need that code. I don't need to go that way. Ooh! Who's coming at me? We're just in there. Somebody somewhere is running in place. This was the way I came in, okay. Find a way to the lower levels of this. So I left my water inside. I'll have water in the video game. Damn you. Oh, this is the... Okay. Stop looking at me. Creepy eyeball looking at me.
Someone's there. I can hear you. It's dead. Remember the...
83353. Denied. Okay, that's not even the right code that we have. There's no code into the armory. We have 6 lambs, so I think we're okay. I'm just gonna go downstairs then. Anybody we find, we kill. $40? It's a 40 ounce, okay. Why get drunk when you can drink soda? Wasn't there a camera just out here? Ambrosia vial. Remember we had to bring the Ambrosia vial to cure that one guy? Well, we found it. I can't use this on anything. Pretty healthy. For once. Get rid of the knife. We're not using it anymore. Can't drop it. And if we need to use that Ambrosia vial, I have a feeling we need to go back to Hell's Kitchen again. Not gonna waste my locks on that. Lock picks. How many do I have? 7? Alright, let's see what's in there and if it's worthwhile. Probably raise our lockpick skills. Oh, augmentation canister, which I can't carry. Drop the soy for now. Pick this up, and we augment. And I remembered how to augment this time. So, what are we going to upgrade? Strength we haven't really used. Torso. Toxic resistance. Healing occurs at a slightly faster rate. Healing occurs at a moderately faster rate. Current level 2. Can upgrade. Synthetic heart. That's supposed to boost our augmentation a little. I like the speed and the jumping one, but we do healing, do we do legs? Finding legs very useful. Let's do legs. Speed and jumping are increased significantly, while falling damage is substantially reduced. Okay. Jumping has been very helpful to us, so go with it. These can't be upgraded, so... Actually, let's make a save before we do this, just in case I regret it. Be at the end of the game, and I'll have to come back to this point. Watch. Good legs. You need good legs. There we go. There it is. We go to the other rooms. I'm not going to bother. Locked. Well, then I guess we have to go a different way. Somebody's running around here trying to look for me, I think. I can hear them running in place, so whatever the heck they're doing. This connects to that room. Look at all these meats hanging on the wall. Chickens. Refrigerators don't open. Why did they make the refrigerators open? We're gonna get through this tonight. Find the other set of stairs that goes down. Keep going downstairs, that's what they said. Oh no, this is the way we came in? Oh, that's right, because we went upstairs. Got it. We need to go there, I believe. I can understand why some people don't like this map. It's just too big. One of the devs from the Nameless mod was in Camilleo's channel last night while he was playing it, and he was saying that they made the Nameless mod too because they realized some of it, I think the mod was just too big, some of the missions. It took like 75 seconds to go from point A to point B on one of the maps, and they reduced it to 15 seconds by cutting out 80% of the map. Use a lamb on this, right? What would a lamb do? We have an extra one. Oh, that's right. How am I going to blow it up? Oh, come on. I think I could blow it up through the stairs, right? I could. That did not hurt the door. Oh my goodness. That was a waste. That was dumb of me. Did say infinite. Not be damaged. Got the door at the end of the hallway. I think we tried that.
Madre de Dios! Es el Puyo Diablo!
Dr. Goa, how are you? Welcome, welcome. My weekend was okay. I was sick over the weekend, so I'm still getting over it, but I'm feeling better today, finally. Tomorrow I work from home, so I'll get a good night's sleep. I stayed home today from work. Got some sleep. They left me alone from work, but tomorrow's they're going to be bugging me all day, so we'll see how that goes. I'm utterly confused. There's no other way downstairs here. This just takes me outside. Yeah, I had President's Day off, and I had plans for President's Day, and to do something with my wife because she just came back from her trip, her work trip, and it just didn't happen. But it is what it is. That's why I took today off. I was like, I'm still sick. I'm not feeling 100%, and I wasted a day off yesterday. So that's one sick day. I've never taken outside of COVID. I've never taken a sick day at this job. So we have plenty. How do we get deeper into the bowels of the ship? I know we need to get down below, but... this little downstairs area goes nowhere. How was your President's Day weekend? Do anything special? Yeah, I don't know where I'm going on this ship. Map would have been nice. Yeah, forget it. Let's go back outside and search outside, because I don't think we're supposed to be here. Go out this way. Merc.exe. Thank you for the follow. Being followed by an exe file. Hey, how have you been? Hope all is well. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're a fan of Deus Ex. Don't click on me. Yeah, this random exe file. I can't click on you. Yeah, no, we already went through this side of the ship. I think we need to be back on this side. You're on your second run? Awesome. This is my first ever run. I'm doing a lot of exploration and just trying to find where things are. Trying to get into the bowels of the ship, and then don't seem to be able to do that from the inside, so. Yeah, this is a great game. I regret not playing it sooner. Really enjoying it. It's really a game changer, and when, you know, it's one of those games that really changed a lot. Realistic difficulty? Yeah, that once you know the game, the harder difficulties, I'm sure, are not as bad.
Bogey! That's the one. Okay, drop it.
I don't want to waste my bullets on that guy, but we did. I'm on the wrong side of the ship now. Yeah, this is a game you definitely have to play multiple times because of multiple outcomes. I'll probably play it in the future again, but I think Invisible War might be on my list first. I know it's not the greatest of games, they say, but compared to this one, definitely want to try that out.
Son of a...
Dead body, Chinese military. So they really were right about the Chinese and FEMA teaming up. I'm gonna kill everybody on the deck, so we have like the ability to walk around without getting spotted and dealing with them. I do not see any way to get below deck from here. That's the helicopter pad. We were in the ship. I couldn't find the way. Try a non-lethal run, not as easy as Human Revolution. Oh, definitely not. Non-lethal run would be fun to watch. I don't know if I could actually do it myself. You can't really go down this way. You have to go up, because the door down there is completely closed. Can't blow it open. We go up. To the spot again, let it heal you. Missing something. Oh, no problems, Dr. Goa. Had an awesome weekend, took Friday off as well, went down to San Diego and enjoyed a few days of perfect weather, 65 and Sunday. Nice. I love San Diego. Great place to go. They gave me these codes and I can't open any of the rooms that we currently have around us. I miss San Diego. I would love to go back there. One day I will. Oh, the Midway. I love the Midway. I got to go there the first time I was there, and it was a lot of fun. Yep. Remember it quite well. I have so many pictures taken on the Midway. That was some experience. Alright, nobody's, like, left alive. There's nowhere to go downstairs. I can't open this door. I'm, like, stuck. Yeah, the Midway's cool, and that whole strip. If you walk south, I think it is, on that strip, there's plenty of restaurants, ice cream places. You start walking towards the convention center. So much to do down there. They have a room that has their computer. It's a UNIVAC. Oh, yeah. The RAM. You saw the RAM on the wall. Weighs a ton. Seaport Village. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I remember the room with the RAM. This was considered very expensive. Nobody had a gig of RAM back then. The RAM chips are like the size of your hand. Alright, we're lost. I'm gonna look this up because I don't know where we're going and we've been just roaming around now for 20 minutes. First thing we're really gonna look up in this game. Where to go inside the ship? Shade Yoshi, thank you for the raid. How are you tonight, Shade Yoshi? Backseating is only allowed if I give permission, but I appreciate you asking. Welcome, Raiders. Okay, so far. Shay, what were you playing? Oops. Not raiding Shade Yoshi. Hold on. We're gonna raid him now all of a sudden. That's not what I wanted to do. I did the wrong thing. I just got raided. I did the wrong thing. I just got raided. I did the wrong thing. I just got raided. Okay, great. It's not telling me we could raid him. Okay, great. It's not I'm stupid. I just finished Asura's Wrath. Awesome. How did you enjoy that? That always looked like a good game, but it got like... Ugh, screw you. We're not in Twitch. There you go. Asura's Wrath. Another backlog down in the books. That looks like a game I want to play. It looks like a good beat-em-up game. Guys, if you haven't, check out Shade Yoshi's channel. He plays a lot of console games, but retro and new games as well. Yeah, good taste in games. Some obscure stuff too, that like Asura's Wrath. I've always wanted to play that game, but I've never gotten around to owning a copy of it. Ah, we're still stuck on the ship. What is it telling me to do? Merc.x, if you have like a hint, without giving too much of a spoiler, I'll take one. Just need to know how to get out of the upper level of the ship. Great, yeah. That's a game I gotta actually add back to the backlog. Otherwise, I may look it up. Because I can't seem to get below deck. A lot of these vents don't really go anywhere for me. The nano key on the... Oh, Jesus, I forgot about the nano key. Thank you. I always forget about the nano key. Oh. I do have the key for that, don't I? Thank you. Another raid. Back-to-back raids. Base. Never leave home without it. There you go. Nano key. Thank you, Merc.x. I would have been here for a while. Not. Hooty hoo to you too, Base. How's it going? Shout out to Base Arpeggio. He's been doing some excellent bass work playing Rocksmith. He's a bass player. Learning bass and streaming. Definitely give him a shout out. He takes requests. The nano key. The stupid key ring. Your nano key does not have the right code, so we don't even have the right key yet. I thought I picked up a key ring at some point. A nano key thing. Yeah, at least we know we need to look for the key. That helps. Appreciate that. Yeah, for those of you joining us, we are on our first ever run of Deus Ex, and it's been a really fun game. Gotten a little lost up here, but there's the key. Bingo. Now we found our way. Thanks to Merc.x. You should have it if you clear the upper levels. That might be the key I just grabbed. I probably never looked inside that drawer. Try it. Yep, that was it. That's why I didn't have it. So even though I forgot to use the nano key, I still didn't have a key, so there we go. Awesome, thank you. Trying to blow up this ship. That's the mission of the day. Of this stream. Primary goal completed. These are nice little lightsaber. Below deck. Where all the magic happens down here.
Hey, stop right there. Watch yourself. This one's some kind of mech. Remember the briefing.
Hey, you're dead. Tranquilizer darts, darts. I could still go upstairs and heal if I have to. Always the torso. Ooh, the engine room. Isn't there a code to go in there? Like a keypad I need to use to get in there?
That's the one. Okay, drop it.
What is this? Alright, we gotta find another way around. Making too much noise. Could just jump down there, maybe. Of course. Another lamb. Eye for an eye. There you go. Exactly what happened there. Is it gonna prompt me as to where I have to put these things? Explosives. That's where we came through, that's where we got ourselves caught, so... We're good here, we just need to blow up this ship. Okay, so they put them on the map. That's awesome. Lower decks. Okay, so they're marked with an X. And we have one right here. One is near the helicopter bay. Didn't we pass that already? Alright, so let's put these on the wall. Now, he told me I had to blow these up, right? You should be able to breach this wall with a lamb. When this one is open, there are 4 more to breach. Okay. Saving. Gonna go boom. It's gonna be like some kind of like kickback explosion, and the barrels are gonna explode, and all this crap, and I'm gonna end up dying, isn't it? No, but we got damage. Great.
Gotcha.
That was easy. Okay, let's find the rest. Security passcode for what? Oh, look at that. Okay. I didn't even know we had that code. Go back to the room where these 2 soldiers were at. I'm curious to see what's in there. Yeah. Handing out naps to everybody. Permanent naps in this case. Exit. Yeah, we're gonna take the exit out of here. Not where we're going. I want to go into the room where they were at. See what's in there. Alright. Just some tranquilizer darts and some regular darts. Oh, hello. Yeah, this is a straight up run. We're not doing anything fancy here, like all stealth or peaceful pacifist run. First time playing the game, so we're just by any means necessary.
Whoever's out there, give yourself up. That's the one.
We were the one. Nope. I can kill you while you're hacking.
He's down. Let's try to get an ID.
How did I not have the sword in my hand? Quick save, that's what we need. Okay. So we're able to raise this by putting in the code 9753. That. Care about the darts, we're not going to go the other way for now. My second run, I dropped the dragon teeth. The dragon tooth? Oh man. Combined with pepper, it's the OP. Wait, you combined it? You can do that? Can't do that, right? You could combine things, right? Okay, where's the bridge we just lowered? Up here. So we're on the ship. The main area here, the lower decks, is where we need to find 4 areas to explode. We already found one of them. The idea is to blow them all up to destabilize the ship and then, like, sabotage it.
This vessel's off limits to... Sorry, mister. Orders are orders.
Bastard pepper sprayed me. You can use pepper before Dragon Tooth. Pepper has stun effect, which of course 4x damage, and the sword has a flat 100 damage on killed. Got it. Got it. That must be impressive to use pepper spray in this game as a main weapon. I haven't even used it once, and I should have. Well, you know, we did make it to that room. That room had tons of enemies in it. Sailors. Basically, FEMA is colluding with the Chinese people. That's where we're at in this game. FEMA is evil.
Whoever that is, this vessel's off limits to the public.
Why did my weapon...
This vessel's off limits to the public.
Downstairs, get downstairs. Who's... There's a turret up there. I didn't see that. don't think we're supposed to go in that room yet. Let's see where we are here. Got 3 more things to blow up. We're down by the boiler. Control tower. Flinge pumps. Helicopter bay. I think we missed the one on the helicopter bay already. Maps are not very helpful because you have to know what you're blowing up. You have to physically see what you're blowing up here. This is what we took care of first, so... Like, how would I know what this is on the map? You can use pepper before dragon tubes. Gotcha. This is probably electrical. Maybe? If it's this, we need to go to the oil reserve. This looks like a boiler to me. Nothing back there. Usually the guy talks to you if you get to a place where... Or I guess you could set up the bomb, right? Maps are not the greatest in this game. That's for sure. Otherwise, it's an awesome game. They can improve on one thing in a remake: maps. Player. I don't know that one.
Did anybody else hear something? Nope, just nerves, I guess.
Go upstairs, try to find them all. This map. So I'm assuming we blew up the one by the boiler room, because there's the 2 boilers, and then there's the oil reserve right there, right of the boiler, which I can't get into apparently. Oil reservoir. So let's go back down there and try this one more time. If I can at least find the second one, I'll be happy. Be one step closer to our goal for the stream, which would be to blow up this entire ship. Yeah, I do have unlimited saves, you're right. I don't care if the alarms go off at this point, because we've killed everybody on this level, pretty much. Again, let's go back to where the first explosion was. Here is where we need to go, I think. Too heavy to lift. Not anymore. First time using that augmentation. There's the second. Okay. Bingo. Found it. They're gonna give us a lamb every step of the way, and I was worried we weren't gonna have enough to blow anything up. 7. Oh, get back up there. We gotta shoot that thing. Okay, stop. Oh no, we damaged our leg. Damn it. Okay, that's 2. Yeah, we just drop it blindly. I probably could have done that, but just to be sure. I mean, I could go back upstairs and heal. I don't have to be down here with a gimpy leg. Actually, I'm tempted to do that. Let's heal. Gotta go up the stairs for that, right?
Who's there? It's Denton. Remember the briefing.
Yeah, we need to heal. He gave us a lamb too. Look at that. I was worried we weren't gonna have enough. There's like millions of them up here. Crazy. Kill me! We don't have any augmentations anymore. Very limited in the amount of augmentations we have. I'm sure I passed by a lot of them. Alright. 4 more. No. 3 more. Only 5. Ah, enough camera. We need to get up there? Possibly? Oh, we do have a map, so... maybe we don't have to go upstairs. This way. We gotta pass through this door now. Not necessarily come up here. Go to electrical and to the bilge pumps.
Someone's there. Who the hell?
Where'd he go? No mercy. Come on. Down here. Alright, what time is it? We'll go a little over time just to see if we could finish this up. Tranquilize this guy.
Hello? Whoever's out there is in serious trouble.
That's not going to help me now if he's coming in attacking us.
Aim for the head.
Okay, that's 2. Number 3 is right there. He moved. He ran it out.
Watch yourself. This one's some kind of mech.
Thinks I'm a mech, not just a cyborg. Alright. We have time. Let's hack this.
These are the bilge pumps. You need to turn them on, then reverse the flow. There should be a switch nearby to turn on the pumps, and the computer should allow you to reverse the flow.
Well, we did that. F Gong? Fei Long Gong? Feng Yi Gong. Special options again.
The bilge valves are open. Now just breach the last of the weld points.
We got this.
Do not forget about Everett. I have located his mistress, Beth Duclair, but she is dead. The last living associate of the Illuminati leadership is the daughter, Nicolette Duclair. Ask Dowd about Nicolette. We need someone to take us to Everett.
Ask Dowd about Nicolette. Dowd is on this ship. Like, what's our goals here? Hold on. Scuttle the ship, destroy it. It says nothing about Dowd here yet. We're good here. Kill our torso, because our torso is always bad shape. Okay, what do we got left? Pretty easy down here. Wasn't as big as the other area. Was it 4 or 5? I think it's 5. So we got the one at the bilge pumps. Now we gotta go to electronics. And then the helicopter bay, and then we're out. Let me think. We hack this? Probably not. That would have been turned off all the cameras in that room. Well, we opened a door. Where, I don't know. Go up this way? Fan motor off. Off. Closed, open. Keep it open. Why is the fan still running? I shut it off. closer to the end of this game. Or this level, at least. We are getting closer to the end of the game, but we got a lot of streams to go still on. I could have swore I turned off the fan. Did it say something about the fan? What was the other one? I could have swore I turned it off. Oh, jeez. There's probably some big escape sequence, too, when we finish this. How are we supposed to get past this? Oh, God. Alright, now we're pretty stuck. I don't have anything to use on them. So I put the scramble grenade, which turns them against each other, but there's only one guy here, so there's no point in this. Alright, we just make a run for it, I guess. They're laughing at me. Probably because I missed something, right? Something obvious here. Well, there's the other thing we gotta blow up. I'm gonna need the multi-tools here. Put an end to this madness. So we bypassed it, but it didn't do anything. What am I missing? Already bypassed. Alright, we'll go from below. Hope that guy doesn't fall in here. I got no more energy. I wasted it all by accident. Two tools. What does that turn off? Something upstairs, I hope. We're using a lot of tools for this. Oh, that turned off this one. Okay. Please tell me I could kill him with the sword. Got him. Not invincible. This is in slot number 5. Don't really use that stealth. I think there's one more after this. I could be wrong. Hey, talk to me, Mr. Tong. What do you know? What's next? This. Recharge, baby. Recharge.
You'll have to go around. We're rewiring this part of the ship.
I won't get in the way.
The transformers are shorting out, and I can't shut them down. A lot of charge in there. The overhead walkway is like the plate of a capacitor.
Sounds like a job for bots.
You said it. They don't pay me enough to go in there myself. I'm waiting on a couple more spiders. The first 2 have quit responding.
I can take a look for you.
Because I destroyed them.
You'd have to shut down 2 power control panels. One of them under the floor. The guys in the operations room of the helicopter bay have been on my case. Their computers are fried, but it's not worth the risk. No way.
The last thing we need to blow up, I think, is in the helicopter bay. We'll take that key. Have a bit of a look around.
Electricity come off that thing like lightning.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Charge me some more?
I can't be responsible if you get hurt.
I want you to be responsible if I get hurt. I'm gonna kill everybody. That's what you should be worried about. Shotgun ammo I don't need. Engine room. Been through here. Wait a minute. We've been through here, right? Go back to that electrical guy. Employee who does the electric here. Need to talk to somebody. He's the guy I think we need to talk to. Well, we talked to him already, but, like, where do we go from here? That's the thing. Said the helicopter.
You have to shut down both control panels to kill the power.
Yeah, I get it. Control panels, cut the power. I need to go across there because I couldn't go across there before. That's what it is. And I think that conversation might have come before, but I didn't have it with him. Back this. Read back what Tracer Tong said to you. Okay, we'll take a look. Turrets are going to the enemies. This is unlocked. This is open. This is off. Okay. See what Tracer Tong has to say. Thank you for that hint. Bilge valves are open. Now just breach the last of the weld points. So the last of the weld points is over by the helicopter pad. Here, right? We have to go past the cooling systems to the helicopter bay. It's kind of what he just told us to do.
Aim for the head. Where'd he go?
Am I correct in saying that?
He's here somewhere. It's Denton. Remember the briefing.
There's the helicopter. Last thing we need to blow up is on the other side there. Either there or below us. No real reason to come up here, right? Have to get out there. Our helicopter right out of here. This is a dead end. So how do I get down there? There's a door right there. We opened that? We might have opened that already. Why? How do we get outside? I don't think it's through here. Oh no, the game crashed. The game crashed. Give it a second. Yeah, forget it. It crashed. Restart it. Alright, we're almost home free. We're almost out of here. Do you have any error messages when it crashed? No error messages. It just said, do you want to shut down the program or do you want to wait? I tried to wait a little, but no error messages. I'm basically running this in vanilla. I have no mods. I have Kenty's launcher, and I have just the community patches. That's it. None of the changes that the community patches create for the game. Not doing that. Straight up vanilla. As vanilla as it can be since it's the first playthrough.
Arcs of electricity come off that thing like lightning.
Yeah, I get it. How do I get outside, man? Tell me how to get outside there. Maybe it's this way. Okay, it is this way. Got it. Hangar. Danger. Do not enter. No, it's not a hangar. Go into the hangar. Hangar's out here. There's some bugs on this map. Did you kill everybody on board? Not everyone, exactly. Almost. That guy's still alive. Knocked a few people out. I didn't install any of the map things.
That's the one. Okay, drop it.
That get installed with the VIP community patch. I left those all out.
Watch yourself. This one's some kind of mech.
Okay, at least we know where we're going. Have some fun with the sniper rifle. Is it a bad thing to kill everybody on this map? That is a problem. Hope you will be fine. Teleport bug. Uh-oh. Let's hope not. I just sort of killed everybody in this map, and I would have been okay. Easy to solve? Okay. You guys never go through doors, do they? Oh. Freaking turret out here, too. 2 of them. Alright, so we gotta do this stealth. It's easy to solve. Good to know. I already had a bug on day 1 where all my stuff got replicated. I had the bug where I didn't exit the game, I just started a new game. So. Dude, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. I didn't make it. Yeah, so I loaded the... Instead of exiting the game, I just started a new game, and it replicated all my weapons and screwed things up, so... Assault rifle with one hand, yeah. I think they're special.
I've got a bogey, no ID.
Yeah, false alarm.
That's him.
I basically just need to keep him away from here.
Aim for the head.
Where's the other one?
Where'd he go? That's the one. Okay, drop it.
Did you just throw at me? Mutual kill. Sorry, I'm getting a little tired, so I'm just like, by any means necessary, let's just get this over with. Apologize.
Bogey.
No, we don't need F11. We need F7. That's what we need.
Oh my God! Watch it.
Take care of these guys quickly.
For the head. That's him.
Oh, he's dead. Could also use the armor. 4453. We're getting a bonus for this trip. Base code for the hangar is 4453. Save it in case we have to reload. Yeah. Ballistic armor I don't need. Gotta take out the last thing. Right here should do it. It's so dark right here. Got it.
All well points reached. The bilge valves are open. Get out of there. The ship will tear itself apart in 30 minutes. Jock will meet you at the dockyard.
How do I get up to the helicopter? No other way up to it? Where's this guy want me to go? Got the power to transformers that are shorting out and electrifying the overhead walkway. 2 control panels must be shut down, one of them under the floor. Just gave us something new here, a new code. That's not it. Oh god. None of these work. Recharge me. Aren't we supposed to escape on the helicopter? Let's get out of here the other way. Follow him out. I bet you that's where you need to go.
We're all gonna die!
No, we're not. Keep running. I want to follow you. Come on. Take me to the way out. Mr. Electrician Man. How'd you go that way? Bro, killing me here. Pray this is the right way. Yeah, forget about the walkway. We're just getting out of here. Fine, walkway. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a dead end. Oh, we're back here again. This is not good. How do I get out? This way. But we turned the fan off. Okay, cool. Keep us up here. I'm gonna go through there, if I can get there. Jesus, where are we? Need to go right up there. I can't get into. Come on, get it in there. Almost there. Every time I try, there's an explosion that keeps me from it. Made it. We're gonna get really damaged here, aren't we? I have my augmentation on. That shouldn't have hurt. What did this just bring me back to? Oh, no. Tell me this is not where I want to be. Freaking village room. This is not where I want to be. I need to go where he is. How do I get over there? I hope this is the right way. Oh, that was stupid. I can't go anywhere unless I heal that leg. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Okay, I think I know how to get over there. We're down a leg. Shoot. Oh, come on. How do we get out of here? Are you kidding me? It knocked me out of the way. You're a true pirate now. Yeah, I don't think this is happening, man. I feel like I'm gonna have to redo this whole thing. He's not jumping. I'm losing electricity. My augmentation. He doesn't want to jump. Holy cow. You pick up the barrel. Goodness, I just gotta go right there. Oh, this sucks. This part of the game really, really sucks. Are you... I have no way out of here. Oh my goodness, we made it. I think we made it. I don't know where I am. We didn't make it. We got blown off course. I'm more like a drunk pirate right now. I have no clue what I'm doing. Or if this is gonna be the right way out. I'm about to load the game and try a different way. Tried following that stupid electrician and that didn't work. Alright, let's save here. Call it no way out. And let's reload where we were before. So that I can give this a second shot. And then we'll give it a second shot. No, not here. Here. Okay. Med pack, I'll take that. Good thing to have. This is before we blew this thing up. So listen to what he has to say one more time. Oh, suck. It worked.
Well points breached. The bilge valves are open. Get out of there. The ship will tear itself apart in 30 minutes. Jock will meet you at the dockyard.
Jock will meet me at the dockyard. Okay. Where that may be. We came through here. Okay. Couple of falls. Brings us back to this room, which we couldn't get out of. Hope we're doing okay going this way. It's really going to take us 30 minutes to escape. Saying if it does. We don't have a way out of this room. You're there.
Who the hell? That's him.
Nope. This was on the other side of there. We were trying to come up here for no reason. Okay. You know. That takes us back outside, and I don't know what this code is. We are done for. Keep ending up there. Even if I go outside there, that's just where the elevator is, right? Or not the elevator, the helicopter. Can't climb my way out of here. Go this way. Stupid fan. I don't want to be down there either, and if I go across here, it just takes me to a dead end. I need, like, the code to that door, I think. Oh my goodness, where am I going? Alright. Figure this out, because I can't. I'll be streaming all night. Explosions everywhere, Drac. I don't know how to get out of here. Don't overthink it, man. Maybe I am overthinking it. Let me give it one more shot without overthinking it. That's good advice. I do overthink things. I just keep winding up here, and it's like hacking this is not going to do anything, but I want to see if it opens the door. Well, the door's open, and there is a guy down there. Overthinking it. All about getting out of here, not about anything else, right? There's a reason why they gave us 30 minutes. Everything's open, just making sure. Yeah, we blew up this ship, Drac. Now we're kind of stuck down here. What? Am I at least going in the right direction? Because it doesn't seem that way. Look, we got a map. Let's look at it. Helicopter bay is right there. Cooling system. We need to go back to the boilers. That's what we need to do. Turn off your flashlight, first of all. I was trying to get up there, but I realized there's no reason to get up there. Getting into there might be helpful, again. I can remember how. That hit me in the head. That did hit him in the head. There is nothing down here. Alright. Try this again. This says no way. Let's try it from that point. Okay, that's not the point we want to try from. Before we blew everything up. Get that med pack. Oh, look at that. What does that lead? That get me out of here? Alright. I can't figure this out. We're gonna do this on the next stream, which will be on Thursday night. Getting way too late here. Almost at 4 hours. It's 12:16. Yeah, I gotta stop this stream. Don't forget a hard save when you get out, because teleport bug. Yes. So we'll do the hard save. I'm gonna call it right here. Fuck, I just loaded it. I gotta stop. It's late. I didn't realize how late it got. So a hard save when I get out. That's what you're saying. And I should be okay. We hope. This is a teleport bug. Got it. Hopefully I'm okay. Alright, I'll find my way out of here. That's new. I bet you I can go through there and get out. Probably takes me on the other side of that door. Time flies when you're in a cyberpunk dystopian future. Yes, it does. It does, Drac. Well, thanks for hanging out, Drac. Merc.x, good meeting you, and thank you for the tips and helps. Without giving me any spoilers, I appreciate it. We're at the part of the game where we need to get out of here, and we will. It'll just be on the next stream. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. All the raids, we had one from Shade Yoshi, Ace Arpeggio. Definitely check out their streams. Follows. Take care of Merc.x. We'll be back Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Playing more of this. And make sure I save this. Have a good night, everyone. We're gonna rate someone real quick. That'll stay up in their channel, but I'll work tomorrow. Luckily, I'm working from home. But this is gonna be a problematic thing because we're going back to work from home Wednesdays future. So we'll see. We're still gonna stream on Tuesday nights. Let's go to who's on. Let's raid Galaxian. Playing a whole bunch of games. He usually plays arcade games, actual arcade games. I haven't rated him ever. I've been following him. He's part of the Polygon Discord. Galaxian. Give him a rate. What do we got to lose? Right? Thanks again, everybody. And I will see you hopefully on Thursday. If not Thursday, then in the future or on your streams. Bye, everyone. Good night, Braxton.
All right, 0 win. Nice. Okay. Oh, snap. Next. Yo. I'll do a big blast here. Let me do the shot. There we go. Right through the spreading the needle there. Yo, Nix, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good one. Hope you hope you were enjoying your stream, or whatever you were playing tonight. What was up? What were you playing tonight? I'm doing really well. Is this game 30 FPS or 60? I don't know. That's interesting. Why do you ask, Maluko? Playing Deus Ex. Oh, your first time playing it. Oh, that's a nice experience. Would love to relive that again. Okay, so I'm gonna cut right through the trees here. I'm hoping I don't hit bark. Please don't hit bark.